Hey, it's Olivier Blanchard, the brand builder. Okay, so I have a little tip for you guys. All of you, you social media consultants out there, especially if you're frustrated because the managers and decision makers that you're talking to don't really quite get it, and they're just not buying into the whole, conversations are great discussion. All right, so my advice to you is this: ignore the whole conversation bit. Don't even try to sell conversations are good for your business. Engagement is good for your business. Honestly, right now in this economic climate, the people that you're talking to don't really care about engagement. They understand its value, but it's not a priority for them. So they're not going to invest in it. What they're going to invest in is something that's going to directly impact their sales. Okay, so can social media actually be used to impact a company's sales in a way that's verifiable and measurable? Absolutely. So I'm going to give you two examples. They're actually very well tied together that you can take to a client or to your boss right now, and they'll understand this. Okay, so this is basically the two sides of a reach strategy. One is breadth and one is depth. I'm going to explain them to you in 2 seconds. Okay, so let's say right now you have 5,000 customers, and each one of these customers buys one item from your company every month. So that's their frequency. They're once a month they're going to buy something from you. So what if you use social media to, over the next 6 months, go from having, say, 5,000 customers to 6,000 customers? So basically you're using the conversation engine of social media and this whole engagement to create word of mouth, to create new connections, and essentially grow your customer base from 5,000 to 6,000 customers. Assuming that all customers buy the same frequency, now you've added an extra 1,000 customers in the next 6 months to your business. That should increase your sales pretty dramatically, and it's pretty easy to measure. You start on day 0 of the start of your social media strategy or campaign, if you will, and look at it 3 months down the road, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year down the road, and see the impact that it's had. And if you know what you're doing, you should be there. So that's one way that social media can impact sales pretty directly. That's the breadth strategy. The depth strategy is, let's say with those 5,000 customers, most of them are buying your red widget. And you have 3 widgets that you're selling. There's a red one, a blue one, and a green one. Nobody really is buying the blue one or the green one. Why that is could be a variety of things. Maybe they don't know that they exist. Maybe they don't understand the value. Maybe it just doesn't really fit into their lives that well. So now, what if you use social media, Twitter, Facebook, Ning, whatever, blogs, to increase awareness for these products, increase positive word of mouth for these products, and basically, again, use this conversation engine, this time not so much to create relationships with net new customers, but to create awareness for these products and to create context for these products. Now what you have is, hopefully after 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you should start seeing not a decline in the sales of the red widget, but an increase in the sales of the green and blue widgets, just by virtue of the fact that you've given them more exposure. So here you have a breadth strategy and a depth strategy, which you can combine to increase sales in the next 2 quarters just by using social media, or actually integrating it with your other activities. That is something that you can take to a sales manager, to a CEO, to a CMO, to any kind of management or company leader, decision maker, and actually get them to invest in. Because it's also something that you can track. And at the end of the 3 months, of the 6 months, you can actually show the impact that you've had. And in terms of showing the value of social media, all you need is that kind of beachhead. You need that one little case study, that one little example of how your crazy idea, which really didn't cost a whole lot compared to other marketing tools, can significantly impact your business. Once you've accomplished that, once you've put that little bit of boot on the beachhead, then you can keep going. And 8 months down the road or a year down the road, then you can start selling things like conversations and branding and all those things that initially these managers might not have listened to about. So that's my bit of advice for the day.